Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm teaching you how to play Go Nuts for Donuts. So basically this is the instructions, you probably know. This is called the donut deck. These are your number cards. This is your, I don't know what you call them. And so basically, first you need to know how many people are playing. Let's say 3 people are playing, right? So sometimes I forget, but you go and if you memorize, or you can just look in the instructions. You go and you go. Oh wait, this is all the cards. Okay, where is it? Oh, it's right here. So for 2 players, you want to use the green colored cards, but for 3 players, you use the green and the pink, right? And then for different players, so that means like so you don't use all the cards for unless you use it in 5 or more players. You only use a certain amount of the cards. So you either can go by the dots of the color. So basically, this is green. It's green background, so it's green. Or you can go by the dots right here and here. So I'm not going to show them out right now because I'm using one hand. But basically, that's all you need to know with the instructions because I'm teaching you. So everyone gets, no one gets any cards for the start of the game. But you look at these cards, and since 3 players are playing, you use the 1, 2, 3. You use basically all the cards, so say you have 3 people, you use 1, 2, 3, and then you add a number. So you use 1, 2, 3, and 4. So if you're using 2 people, do 3. 1, 2, and 3. Okay? Just basically whatever you have. And if you have... Never mind. So I'll sort these out real quick. Okay, so I'm not going to sort them all right now. Okay? So everyone gets a 1, a 2. If you're playing with 3 people, everyone gets a 1, a 2, a 3, and a 4. And if you're playing with 2 players, you only get 1. Each player gets 1, 2, 3. 4 players use 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and so on. Right? So you can just hold these in your hand. So, and then it's the same thing with these. You do 1, 2, 3, 4. So like so you put them like in the middle. Wait, let me organize these real quick. Sorry. I'm messy when you're using one hand. Okay, so you use 1, 2, 3, and 4. And it's the same thing like with the cards. These cards, you just add 1 number to how many people are playing. Okay? So then you make some room for a discard pile. You put 1 card under each number. So you each get you think which one you want, and so basically, there's donut holes and jelly fills. It's basically if you get 1, you get 1 point. If you get 2, you get 3, and then 3, 6, and so on. And if you get 6, you go 1. You get 15, and then you get an extra point, which is 16, and then so on, right? And it's actually the same thing for Boston cream too. So first when you get with 0 points, if you get 2, it's with 6. My strategy is get lots of Boston creams because if you get 6, that's 25 points, which is a lot. But if you get 5, that's 0. So it's risky, kind of risky. And if you want further detail, this has detail of all the things in the back. The only one I'm a little bit confused, you might be a little bit confused, is the French cooler. So let's see. Okay, some of them not worth any points. This one you just pick the top card of the donut deck. So this is the donut deck. So once you get your card, I'll explain how you get the cards later. Once you get the card, you take the top deck of the top card of the donut deck. So it says French cooler. This one's a little bit complicated. So, you get 2 points for it because there's a 2. And it says discard any number of cards not selected this round. So let's say you select, and now I'll explain how you select. So if you want to know how the cards work, I'll explain that later, or you can look in the back of the deck. But you put the cards you want, and then you put down its number. So say I want this Boston Cream, I put down the 2. But you all have to do it at the same time, okay? So you say ready, set, go, or whatever you want to say. And you always got to do it at the same time. And you can't say, if, like the other player plays it and then you put it, it doesn't count. You have to redo it. But, so let's say I put down a 2 and somebody else puts down a 2. Then nobody gets the Boston Cream. See, that works? So like, if one player just does it, then they get it. But if 2 or more players get it, it's out. Right? And it goes in the discard pile. Okay? And that's how you select cards and get them. And so now I'll explain the cards a little. So, some like the glazed, you just get two points. That's it. That's all it does. You get 2 points, which is kind of good. Then the maple bar, it's 3. It gets 3 points. But with the maple bar, you get 3 points if you get 6 types of cards, different types. So you can count maple bar. So 1, so 2, 3, 4. And say you only have 4 or 5 or less than 6 when the game ends, you don't get the points. And I'll explain how the game ends later. Okay? That's how the maple bar works. Okay, so the plane, basically, it's worth 1 point, not that much, but if you collect the most of them, you get extra 3 points, right? And the jelly field's kind of like Boston Cream. The first one you get is 0, and then second and third are 3, and then fourth and fifth are 10, and sixth is 15. So it's like guaranteed points if you get more than 1, but basically Boston Cream is risky, but if you get it the right amount of cards, it's a lot of points. And then you have, I'll explain Boston Cream. Oh, Paladin is like the glaze, it's just 3 points. It's better than glaze, actually. And the donut holes, I'll explain those donut holes. I'll explain the glaze and Paladin. Oh, sprinkle. So this gets 2 points, but you have to give one of your cards to another player. So you have to. It's not an option. So there are cards that are minuses. So I like to get one of those, and they get this, and then give it to the other player. And normally with the minuses, you get to do something good because it's minus points. But they don't get to do it, which is good with the sprinkles. Jelly filled. Okay, old fashioned. It's if you have fewer than 10 cards, you get 5 points. If you have 11 cards, you don't get the points. And then coffee is 1 point for every negative cards. So like you see this, that's negative. So if I get this and I get this is 1 point because I got 1 negative card. But if you get more than 1, you can, like say you get 2, then it's 2 points. 2 points for 2 negatives. Okay? So that's that. Dale Donuts it's very negative, but it's really good. Take up to 3 cards from the discard pile. So before you do it, you should probably look at the discard pile, and if like say it's like 3 powdered, that's a good deal. You know what I mean? Because you get 9 points, but you should select 7, but you get 2. So it depends. And this is strawberry glaze. Discard a card from another player. So the thing you could do with this is like you could discard a glaze or a powder or something else that has points. Like say, like old fashioned, it would be really good. You discard this card. Say they only have less than 10 cards. You can discard it from the. When you get the cards, you just put them right in front of you. You don't have to hold them up. So you can discard a card from another player. Discard, you have to, and you minus 2 points. So it could help you. And then raspberry frosted, you can just discard one of your cards. Just basically like the sprinkle, but it doesn't give you any points. And the bear card is -2. You can take a card from another player. So you could take like a what's it called? A glaze. Glaze would give you no points, which wouldn't be that good. Or you could get a powder, which would be good. And then bear claw. Every time I make a video with one hand, always is a mess. Okay. So bear claw, we did that. We did coffee. We did French cooler. Oh, cinnamon twist. So basically, if you get this, you get 1 point, and all players pass one card to the left. If you don't have a card, you don't have to do it. But you give one card to the person to your left. Okay? What question? What did? Oh, milk. Milk. 5. You can either discard 3 of your cards, you could discard 3 minuses and get 5 points, or you can just discard this card, which is really a waste because you would get no points from it. Okay, French Quarter, we did that. We did cinnamon twist. Oh, Maple Frosted. Maple Frosted, you get 5 points if you have the fewest cards. Simple as that. But if you don't have the fewest, you don't get the points. We did that. Oh, Mucho Matcha. Mucho Matcha, you get 3 points if you have fewer than 7 types of cards. We did that. 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 Oh, Eclair. So you could take the top card from the discard pile. Basically like the chocolate frosted, but it's the discard pile instead of the donut deck. I think I did all of them. Oh, Red Velvet. So Red Velvet, you can just take any one card from the discard pile. So you could take a powder and get a point. And Chocolate Frosted is good. You can draw 2 cards from the donut deck, keep one, return the other, but no points. But it can be good, really good. No, normally it goes in the discard pile because everyone wants it. You would do that. There's only, and actually, true fact, there's only 2 chocolate frosted, I'm pretty sure. So basically, you know how to do the scoring, and whoever has the most points, not cards, points, at the end of the game wins. Subscribe, like, and leave a comment below. Thanks for watching.